It's called Like a Fox in a Bear Trap. My body, it's miswired. Everything is usually something else. When I was younger, being really horny meant I was anxious. Being anxious or tired meant I was bored. Anger was actually hunger, as was dizziness. This is probably why I was so skinny, or maybe why I was so pissed off. These days, though, it's been changing. I felt hungry the other day. Legitimate tummy rumbles for food. Then I was strongly horny. I would think that that's just hunger since they came together, but now they've started happening separately. I don't think I'm anxious. I don't think about the future that much. I told my friend Jamie, which felt uncomfortable. I tacked on how I've been having bad allergies as if the two were correlated. Because I have really bad ones in May, sneezing and my eyes itch all the time, but mostly because I felt weird telling her about being horny, even though I don't want to have sex with Jamie. And besides, I also told Curtis the day before, and I didn't want to have sex with him either. He looked at me like he owned a cat, and I hit it with a stick. Which was funny because he'd invited me over to watch my own private Idaho, which is at least 1/3 about how two dudes screw each other. But something was different with Jamie. Maybe it's because my reason for not wanting to diddle Curtis is because he's all gangly, but my reason for not wanting to diddle Jamie is partly because she's in love with her boyfriend, but mostly because she doesn't watch or read the news. Curtis will always be gangly, but one day Jamie could break up with her boyfriend and watch or read the news. And then it'd be weird. But yeah, I was never heavy wanting even to do smooches on either of them, or even generally while they were around, just on the way there. I was always on the way somewhere, and then all of a sudden I wanted to do smooches on every person I passed by, or run fast in the opposite direction and tell all the air to please stop touching me. I spent a lot of time on the way somewhere, a lot of time in a car or on a bike, and I keep daydreaming I could just stop my car or my bike and get off, and there you go. People. There you go. Life. Right there. And then you feel really hungry or tired. I think about the future not enough. Not as in, not often enough, but like I can't imagine all the way there. I'll think of a job, but it's just the boring parts, or just the money. I'll be thinking about teaching in Korea, and the only thing that pops up will be riding my bike to and from work past a field with nobody around for miles. Or teaching in Mexico, and I want to play guitar well, but I can't play guitar at all because I'm always working. I only started on Tuesday. Even if I went to Mexico, I wouldn't have had enough lessons to stay with it. Not if I had a job. I don't talk about that with my friends, though. Me and Curtis just talk about movies and girls, and me and Jamie just talk about Style Network, and my girls, and her boyfriend, and her sister's boyfriend, whom she hates with good reason. He's a prick. I don't know how her sister breathes the same air he does, let alone diddles him. I don't have much to talk about with respect to girls. Not much been happening besides text messages right now. I think I know why. I don't know where I'm going to be in 3 months. It makes me different, act different, think different. None of the girls I would share breath with have that problem. I know better than to ask them if they read or watch the news. They answer right and see my ears prick up all hungry, and then they don't want to be around me, or they answer wrong and then I'm tired. I only practiced guitar once so far, but I couldn't go past 20 minutes. My fingers were all weak, and the tips were all red and raw. I was trying to play Wild Thing, which is a song I hate, because it wouldn't leave my head when I was small, and I couldn't imagine calling anyone that, no matter what they made my heart do. I think I'm allergic to it. The whole song is too prickle on the back of the neck, too forward, too naked, and asking. When I practiced, I thought there was no one else in the house, but actually everyone was, so I apologized and promised them if I got good enough at the song, then maybe I would never play it again. I really wanted to read the news then, to get in my car and drive somewhere, so I did.